And what's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, as you can see, I'm going to do the review of the match against João Chang. Uh, Take your popcorns because this video is going to be very long and I hope you like it. Of course, if you like it and if you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to tell me that in the comments and of course leave a big like on this video. So let's start the review. So I start the game pretty well. The first point actually, with a great smash. But my main strategy against João was not playing on the attack, but exactly the opposite. Trying to stay a little bit on the defense, and you will see it very early because I start doing a lot of lifts. So yeah, the my main objective was tire João basically. Try to end up his stamina. I know he's not a very physical guy, so I wanted to make it hard for him to play the point, to to score the points. So yeah, as you can see here, trying to get one back, one more back, and basically that was the main strategy of the game. So here João gets a really good follow up after his smash, and I think it's one of the things where he is very strong is following up the smash, and even though if he's not following up a smash, he's very strong on the mid game court with a lot of deceptions. In general, just a really good touch from him. So I know that's an area of the game where I don't want to play with him. I If I'm doing those kind of shots, it needs to be like one or two shots to put the pressure, and then if it doesn't work, I try to kind of neutralize the rally once again. So uh, one of the things that you may already start to see is that I will have a lot of problems in the service return situation, especially when I'm serving. João gained a lot of easy points with his return on my serve, and I think that's an area of the game where I need to work on trying to make myself bigger on the court when serving. So as you can see here, just putting the pressure. So in about four serves I did, I think he scored at least 3 points uh, right uh, right next to the service shot. So it's something that I need to work on. Maybe my position on court is not the most correct one. Maybe I'm tilting a bit more to one side, so it's easy to put pressure on the other side. So yeah, so you'll see here that I'm really this was not a good shot, but you will see that my main focus of the game is trying to stay on the defense because I feel very confident playing on the defense, especially because João doesn't have a really big smash. He's a guy that goes a lot for the lines, so he goes a lot for placement and not for the power smash. So I felt a lot of confidence playing the lift in this game. If you already notice, I'm making a lot of mistakes in this first set, and that was the biggest problem on this first game was the amount of mistakes I did. Um, you will see further in the match that these mistakes will keep starting to creep in and even get worse. But yeah, as you can see here, a lot of lifts, a lot of clears, and one more mistake by myself. And this kind of points when my strategy was actually playing the long rallies don't go in my favor because I'm giving cheap points to João, and at the moment the strategy is not going well. Actually, quite the opposite, and you see it once again. One more mistake. So here I was already thinking, you are not doing great because you are making just too many mistakes on this game. And one more mistake. So if you were able to count it and already count them from this first half of the first game, from his 11 points, 6 of them are mistakes made by myself. So I'm at this point I'm kind of playing the game alone because the points I scored were mainly yeah scored by myself, and the other ones were and the other ones his points were half of them scored by myself too. So I'm alone at the court at the moment, I believe. So I have here uh, some things noted in a notebook, in a book actually. And the main focus that I take and the main problem I took from this first set was really the amount of mistakes I committed. But one of the things I'm very happy about it was that stayed focused. I stayed relaxed on court. I stayed with my mind on the game, thinking about the plays I should make, even though the things weren't coming out the way I wanted. So I'm pretty happy about the way that the game turned out on that specific thing. So here you can see great smash from João, very close to the line, and made it hard for myself to defend it. One of the things that you can actually see on this game too is that I used a lot of variety in my serves to try and counter uh, this this situation that I was having on the serving situation. So I was using a lot of flicks, a lot of different direction serving, to see if I could at least neutralize a little the return of João, but it didn't quite work. It was still very aggressive on the serving situation. And yeah, this is another unforced error. So as you can see, the mistakes kept going, and I think the main reason I lost the first set was because of it. Uh, the score of this set was 21-15, if I believe, and 21-15 is actually a kind of a close. It was a kind of a close score, I would say, when you start to think that in the end of this set, I will end up with 13 mistakes made by myself. So it's hard to to have a game plan, or even to try and come back from a game or play better when you are just making too many mistakes. And here, yes, finally the attack goes in. Um, One of the things that, of course, it's very good for myself to be playing the defense side and to make the rallies go and be bigger, basically. Uh, it's good that I have a good defense and I feel confident on that. But on the other side of the coin, uh, I have to gain more confidence playing my attack, because you will see that I make just too many mistakes on my attack, uh, where I should be playing more for a bit of placement, trying to take a bit of strength from my smashes and trying to make one more mistake, and trying to really try to build up the rally, where I'm not doing this at the moment. So yeah, and another unforced mistake, and I'm pretty sure that on this point I get very pissed off at myself, because now I can see that Chuan was already predicting the cross shot. I don't think he was predicting the cross shot to the net, but I think he was predicting the cross shot towards his forehand side on the back court. So I think I should have played a straight net shot there. And I think that's one of the things that happens to me in the games is that I, even though I'm relaxed, and lately I've been feeling very relaxed in my mind, when I'm playing, my muscles are just too tense, and that doesn't let me play as free as I want. So the moment just goes very fast, and I don't see these little things in the game, like the way his feet are, and the way he's moving on the court. So I think that's one of the things that I take apart from this game that I remember, is that I need to try and be a bit more relaxed inside the court, try to see the moment in slow motion. I know it's kind of weird to talk about this, but if you play badminton, I think you can relate to the sensation of the time going a bit slower, right? So I think that's something that I can do. If I put my mind into it, I can do, and I can really slow down the time and control the time. And it's something that I already have been working on, training to get better on. Another great smash from João, just right off the return. And as you can see, a lot of chip points from himself on the return of the serve. Yeah, and eh, and as I said, he's a guy that plays a lot for the line. So if I if I did a longer rally game style like it was supposed for me to do, I think I would have gone away with a pretty good match. And once again, just missing the smash. And the thing is that I'm not missing these smashes. They're not even close from getting over the net. So it's just not a good quality game for myself now. It's just very, very bad. Nice clear there by myself. Very, very good. Just on the line. Great deception, trying to create that variation on the net. That's very well done by myself, I think. And here I cannot be angry at myself for trying, because I'll go back so you can see it. João is very far off on the court, as you can see. I'm already going to eat the shuttle, and João is still on the back court. So here my idea was trying to make the shot as close to the net possible, so João would take it a lot late on the net. But once again, just playing too stiff and playing with very small margins, and once again the mistake comes. So yeah, that's basically the how do I say, the resume of this this first game is really the amount of mistakes that I made. And yeah, here this one will end up with a smash. It'll put me some pressure on the backhand side. I will try to make a clear, and yeah, I'll get punished for the short clear. And so we move on to the second set of the match, where I think I played much better than in the first one. Here, the only thing that I think that I made very bad on on this second set was that I started just too slow. As you can see, easy shots that I could get there, but I was just not feeling it. I was feeling down mentally because of the way I lost the first set. But still, I think I will lose this one too. Yeah, I will lose this one. This point, let me see. Yeah, kind of stuck to the ground there. But yeah, I think you can see on my body expression that I'm not very confident at the moment. But here I'm telling myself, well, the things are not going well, but you are still playing a great game. You are keeping up with the rhythm, and I go to the attack and I get the lucky net court. So that's that's where the game starts to happen. I think. So I knew that I needed to put some respect on the match, and the serving situation was not really helping me. This was something that kept on going with the match, even though I did reduce the amount of mistakes I made in the match. The service situation was still a big problem, and it still is a big problem. Even on the first round against Lucas, I had loads of problems with the serving situation. So yeah, 4-2, and let's see how the serving situation goes. Great flick, and kind of neutralize the point from there. And yeah, here João gets punished for the bad quality shot. I think this one was not a great play by myself, because I saw that João was on the net and I still decided to play the net shot, taking it a lot down below the tape. So I should have went for the lift in that situation. Um, and here it's a situation that happens with some frequency for myself. That is, I put pressure on my opponents and I just get too much passive. And that's something that I think that comes from the thing of not being able to feel confident playing on my attack. So I put pressure. If I'm not mistaken, he's taking the shuttle a bit low here on the back, and I just go and cover a lot from of the right side of the net and leave my left side completely exposed, and I get punished for that immediately, basically. So yeah, I get punished immediately for not being able to cover the right place and being more aggressive after the service return. So here, as I said before, this was one of the things that I think it was working very well for me, and I said it on the during the first set, was that I was doing very well putting some pressure on his body and trying to the first shot trying to play it towards his body, and in the second one trying to kind of shift it towards the lines. So I think that's a play that was working very well for me here on this game. Great defense, and I missed this shot. So once again, we can see that I'm not being able to to score points on the attack. But I have to say one thing: I'm very happy about this point, because I think a few months ago, if I made this miss shot, I would probably just go back to the receiving position and continue the game. But here I realize, okay, man, you are just out. You are getting out of your rhythm, and you need to stop a bit. And I decided to go and take the towel, and I think that was very good. And I gained here on this point. I gained a very good spinning net shot, and I think that little break that I had kind of shifted a bit the moment of the game towards myself. So yeah, I think I'm very happy with the decision of calming down myself. So yeah, as you could see, one small break, and I was already on the offensive side. So here we had some discussion because the umpire didn't see the shot. I wasn't pretty sure if he was in or not, and João saw it as out, so I decided to give the point to João. Uh, so yeah, here very well played by João. Uh, Completely taking a lot of taking a lot of pace from that shot, and it made me kneel there on the ground. And then once again, the situation where I think that he's very strong, the follow up, just finishing the point up. So yeah, so you see the situation that I was talking about later is trying to play one shot towards the body and then opening up the court. I already used this strategy like 2 or 3 times, and it kind of, and I was very successful with it. I didn't realize it during the game that that was working, but now upon watching this video, I kind of noticed this pattern that is working on the game. So in the future, if I play Juan once again, I might already have this strategy unlocked. And here I get so much unlucky, and you can see the frustration coming in because I broke my strings. I played a nearly perfect cross shot, drop shot there, and João gets the lucky net cord, and I lose the point. But still, it was the frustration of the moment, but I was still calm. I was still thinking. I remember perfectly this moment after this point where I was thinking, well, this guy is getting so lucky, but man, you did a great job. You broke your strings in the middle of the point, but you still managed to stay calm and keep the rallying going and doing the best you could. So I was very happy for that. I was thinking in a right way. I was being positive towards the game. So yeah, starting the second half of the second set. Great clear there on the backhand side, and this shot is one of the shots that I think that I should have made more of them. You can see that I'm not going for a powerful shot. I'm going for a placement shot, trying to neutralize the play, and I think I should have done this more. It's a great way for myself to at least neutralize the point or at least gain the attack. So yeah, I think I should have done more points like this one. Great defense, a good slice, not a lot of pace in it. And here, not very happy with the decision of crossing the shot. I think at this moment of the match, Juan was already reading a bit of this cross court shot to the forehand side of him in the back. So yeah. Some little deception on the net, and Jean did great to make it close to the net. And there it was a tough place to lift it, and a tough place to spin it was basically a dead shot for myself. So I think you can see it here, and it's a great example of what I say, that I do a great attacking shot. I have a great opportunity to keep going with the pressure, and I just slow down. So good smash here, I think. I put you on kind of a situation where he's defending, and here you can see that I slow down and I kind of break my rhythm towards the attack. So that's one of the main problems, and I wanna say a bit of this. Yeah, great deception, body shot. Yep. So here the pattern again, the pattern of playing a body shot, and for sure I would go for the opening shot again. I think on the game. So keep just continuing the thing I was saying is that sometimes I slow down a lot on my when I'm attacking. I I tend to get too passive, and that doesn't help me. So here, great shot, finishing up the rally there. Nice follow up on the net, basically. Service situation. Great defense by myself. Very stable. Neutralizing the shot towards the middle. And I think this is the longest rally of the match, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the longest rally of the match. Great pressure on the corner, very good attack, and once again I slow down. And here João just makes the mistake. Out, completely out. He goes for the crazy shot. But this just goes to tell me that the my strategy, I think it was a correct one. Make João run a lot, make him go for the line when he's tired, and that would make him uh, make more mistakes. So here, this point, and I have it noted here on the book, is that I was having a lot of problems towards the serving situation. So I was trying to create a lot of variety, but I was not creating a lot of variety in my flick serve. I was only serving towards the forehand side of João, especially when I was serving on the right side. So here I decided to make a a flick serve to the backhand side of João, trying to catch him a little bit off guard. But I I gotta say that he plays an amazing shot here. Uh, Look at this shot, just amazing shot, and I give him the thumbs up, just straight down the line. Wow, incredible shot from João. Nothing I can do. I think the idea was very good, uh, but it didn't happen. So deception, very good deception by João. I managed to keep myself on the rally. And here, great shot by João. My lift was a bit short, and that gave him the opportunity to finish the rally. And once again, João creating a great variety. It was really, uh, I think this was the last time that he really took a bit of pace from the shot, and it worked perfectly. I thought that the shuttle came with a little bit more pace, and I couldn't really get it over the net. Great shot by João once again. So yeah, great shots by myself. One of those situations where I think going for the placement and not for the power really pays off for myself, and that's something that I have to have in mind, is that maybe I need to go a bit more for these placement shots. Just out, great defense. One of the things that I need to work a lot in my game is trying to make my net game a bit shorter. All the movements are just too big, and sometimes like kind of makes me get the shuttle a bit more late than it should be. And of course, having a shorter stroke on the net is good to create deception, to create the indecision. So here at 1913, and it's one of the things that I have noted is that I think I had a good idea, very good idea by myself, just a bad execution. So as you can see here, Jean plays this shot. I play. João is playing here towards. I play towards the net, and I see that João is staying on the net. So here I decide to ult the shuttle to make João to force João to make that step towards the net. And in the moment he forces that step towards the net, I wanted to play it to the back, but as I said just a few seconds ago, just a very big movement of the racket, and I missed the shuttle. So here a shorter stroke would help me, and for sure that would be my point, because I totally got João there with the hold on the net shot. Great pressure. I think I did this a few times during the game too, putting a bit of pressure on his serving situation, and it worked. Some and it kind of worked. So I should have used that a bit more. Once again, serving situation for João, paying off for him. And here the game is kind of already over. In my mind, I wasn't thinking like that. I wanted to make this comeback, but you can see from the screen that I was still fired up to try and win this match. And something that I think that I did very well here in the end, towards the end of the match, was really getting into the attack. Uh, as you can see, I'm being a bit more aggressive when going towards the back court, and I think that's something that I should have done, not to win the points, but at least to take to take a little bit away the confidence of João in the game, to make him feel that he was not the only one attacking. Yes, and here I think that's something that I kind of adapt with the game. That I was already expecting the push from João towards my right side, so I predicted and I won the point because of that. And here, just to finish the match, great shot by him, just smashing it down the line, and yeah, great game by João. Very good match, I believe. And yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you like it. Of course, if you want to see more videos, just like I said in the beginning of the video, just tell me in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and of course follow me on the other social medias. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Until the next time, peace.